All right, what's going on, everybody? We are here. We're doing a Sunday round. So we are playing Arizona National here. Again, this is on the SGT, so this will be an auto putt tournament. Got about 2 more weeks of outdoor play, so we're going to stay with the auto putt and kind of go from there. So we got 347 downwind, a little bit. So just try to get it down there. Working hard on this part of my game. So, these 50, 60 yard shots. So this is a little farther, so I'm usually not too worried about these, but still could get better, I think, at them. But I'm a little more dialed in on my distances on those shots. I know how far back I bring it for certain distances with my 60 degree and my 55 and all that. So let's see here. We're going to go this way into the wind, but it's a par 5. You got to try it. Worst case, you got to lay it up and go. So this course is in Tucson. I believe this is the old Omni Tucson National. They changed the name, I believe. So what I remember, or I never played it, but what I knew of it was fairly tight-ish. If you get off the track, you could run out, stuff like that. So we're going to try to play that way. Where's my ball is the question. So that's the big question. I feel like I could get in trouble here. So I think what we're going to try is, we're going to try, I think, to get a flat one. It's deep rough. So we're going to try this new club. Not a new club, I actually tipped this 2-iron a 1/2 inch. So I've had a little bit of issues with control. I love the flight. I love everything. It's just right and left a little. And it was a little longer. Okay, so that worked out. So just tip the club a 1/2 inch. So when you do that, depending on the shaft, you're typically getting maybe like half a flex. So, that's what I went with. To just try to tighten up the dispersion a little bit. I've got 6.5s in my woods and extra stiff and all that, and it wasn't quite a full extra stiff shaft in that iron. So 150, a little into the wind, uphill. We're going to hit a full 8-iron, playing it about 160 or so. Hit it pretty good, just got to be the distance. Might be. Bite on it. Oh yeah, hit that pretty good. Kind of cut it against that wind too. That was kind of nice. All right, so we're off to a great start. 283. So this is where, these are the holes where I'm like wanting my short game to be better. Because to me, it's, and the thinking has changed on like the PGA Tour, and it's, blast it up there. The shorter shot, the better. Now, you could also make an argument for let's get to a comfortable number that I know and do all that, but I want to work on it. So we're going to blast. So let's blast up there. This one we actually don't want to get on the green because that'd be a 3-putt. And now we got our little uphill into the wind. So again, this is a little bit in that range where I like 40 yards and out. I feel decent about because I have my set kind of swings and stuff. And then inside of it, it's like almost too close and there's too much variance as we do it. So I crushed that bite. So now what do? We're going to try a little chip. I could try the putt. See if we can get it to read. The problem is it's so short. So short. You know, can I actually get a chip that short, which I couldn't. So, that's a bummer. That's a bad bogey. That's kind of typical of how my rounds go in real life. I just make really bad bogeys. All right, 156. We flipped around. It's downhill downwind now, so I'm going to go 9. Playing more like 150. And just take that aim. I blocked it a little. Let's see if the club was right. Club was actually maybe even a little long there. A little long. Played a little even more downhill. Downhill downwind. Got to play our little bunker shot. Let's go. So yeah, that's kind of the killer with like short game, right? Like you go from when you're playing around to sit. All right. You go from playing around to like, all right, I'm going to try to get to 3 under to 1 under, you know, because short game's terrible. So, you know, those are the things that have been kind of happening to me. Where you're thinking attack. And then in reality, you're not attacking. So we don't like that. Here we go. Par 5. Hit that one pretty good. Definitely a little cut. Hit it pretty solid though. And we're down a good amount. So I mean, my expectation is to have a pretty short one in here. Because we are running. And we are now running a lot. So we're going to see how much down this plays. Down 8, winds across, pins pretty centered. The thing I would be really concerned about, the thing I am concerned about is this one you definitely don't want to block right, ride that wind into the water. So if I can kind of hold a draw, just a little draw. That's too much draw. That was a 9-iron. So, you know, too much draw, you know, the goal being don't go into the water, right? Like, play it safe, especially, you know, make your birdie, get out of here, and go from there. You know, you can do that. So, let's see, we've got 130, down 10. I'm going to try to muscle gap there. Let's see if we can get it. I'm going to play the ball a little more back. Hit it good. Riding the wind a touch. Oh, I got it there. I got it there. So I think one thing too is you got to take into account the elevations of courses. So Arizona in general and Tucson, I know, has a little bit of elevation. You know, so maybe it's not a ton, but maybe like 1,000 to 1,500 feet, depending on exactly where you're at. So you got to keep that in mind. So that would affect things, you know. And so, like, if you're watching the golf tournament this week, you're, you know, in Vegas, they're at elevation a little bit too, and it's dry and all that stuff. You know, so they're going to hit the ball. They're going to hit the ball a long way. All right, let's see. So again, we're working on these wedges. Here we go. Go cut across. Get to a wedge distance and see what we got. So working hard on the short game. I know many of you have asked for me to update you on it. I will do that when we get there. Still a little bit of work to be done. Not very good. All right, don't go OB. Houses are always dangerous. All right, we're good. Deep rough. So, you know, we're going to play it into the wind. You know, this is a guess. This is also one of the reasons I like GS Pro is you do have these kind of guesses. Now, the only thing is you'd have a better guess in real life because you can look at it and say, oh, there's my there's my lie, right? And I know what it's looking like. So you could do that. I'm gonna play it like 90. See if, how it comes out. Guess pretty good. It should release a little. In real life, I'd be, from that spot, be pretty happy. All right. Man, we could have really been lighting this one up. All right, well, we're definitely going at it. Let's see. Up a little. If we hit one good, I think we can get there. But again, should be just a short game shot. Nah, I pulled it. Get down. Hit a tree. Hit that tree really hard. Thank you. Struggling with that swing a little bit right there. All right. Should be I don't think the tree's actually in front of us. It's just in our camera view. We're gonna play just a little less than the last one. With a little sand wedge. Try to let it release up there. Go! Go! Oh, it didn't get all the way there. So just, trying to carry the front. Get to that point. And then go from there. 165, uphill, crosswind. I've just been hitting everything really far. So I'm going to hit an 8. Start it maybe a touch right, let it work back. Don't know if I charted enough right. The wind's taking it now. And you can see I'm definitely getting it farther. I'm hitting it farther. Come on back, keep rolling. Roll a lot. Roll more. Keep going. So I got to, it's probably a good half a club to maybe even a club. Again, so we got to adjust. Always be adjusting, looking at things. So end of the fairway, 255. No real reason to try to go across there. I'm not really going to make that. That's like 290 carry. So we'll play from the fairway here, 3-wood. Blocked a little. That's a killer. Those are the ones that hurt when you lay up in trouble. I'd rather hit driver and just blast it into the junk. All right, 152. Got to get up and over. That's first and foremost. Can't wait till I get my club caddy out here too. That'll be nice. All right. So I think we're going to have to play at this bunker. Yeah, so the target here is actually that bunker. Got a 7-iron up the hill, out of the rough, into the wind. Just advance it into play. Not going to be the ideal spot, but I mean, what else is the option, right? Like, that's where you got to go. You got to play out of your trouble. We're taking a fairly simple hole and making it difficult. So, 37-yarder out of the sand. Nope. Didn't get it. Let's try that again. We'll see. See if we get any spin. Ooh, we got it. Pretty good. All right. We'll take that. All right. Here we go. See if we can send 2 long ones here. Got some sort of like island green up there. Just been real streaky with the driver of late. All right. Got to have some air time going right up through this gap. We're going to hit a 5-iron. Just really trying to get 170, 180. Hit it really good. Oh, that's got to be slope in the fairway. I didn't really take that into account. I was on a little side slope. So that's my fault. But we can play from here. Should be all right. Uphill into the wind. Out of the sand. I want to hit 9. I just really don't feel like 9 gets there. So I got to hit just a little less than full 8. Hit it good. See if it's right. Go. Oh, should have gone full 8. Wasn't sure how much the sand would affect it. Normally I take one more out of the sand in real life, because usually you're choking down slightly, and then it was uphill into the wind. Didn't really know how much that would affect it, but okay. 9-yarder. Play a little chip. Let it run. Didn't get the spin out of the rough. I'm interested to see the spin number on that last shot. 60%. So it came out normal, but it just had no spin. So that's what you get. All right, what we got? This is definitely a 9. 58. I'm actually not going to hit it full. Should be able to just go right at it. If it draws a little, it's going to hold against that wind a touch. I didn't draw it at all, though. That's kind of my little block. Kick left. That's kind of my little block. Like, I get under my irons a little. Kind of like don't pull it type swing. And, so it's all right, but it's not great. So should just be able to play a little pitch. That one's going to spin, though, off the fairway. Plus, I hit it really good. So that's the difference when you have a fairway lie and the ball can spin to a non-fairway lie. And then you play it poorly. Realistically, I would putt those in real life, but like I said, I'm trying to get comfortable chipping the ball. It's been not fun. All right, here we go. That was better. I like how I hit that one. I don't care that I've sent it through the fairway. I'm interested in that one. I mean, that's pretty much all carry. Let's take those numbers out. Yeah, 284 carry raw. And then 300 carry game. Like that's, yeah, I like that one a lot. Let's see here. So now we gotta play. But don't mind if I'm in trouble there. We have been stacking a lot too. So stack now, I'm up to 303, I believe. 303 yards potential. That's maxed out. Oh, I didn't. Huh. That didn't come out. Well, let's see here. Let's try another one. Okay. Going up and through the tree. How about just make par that way? Come back. Not really sure what that first one was. But, oh well. Alright. This looks like the same hole almost. Here we go. So we're going to play a little more over there. Low on the face. Yeah, hit it okay. It's center of the face, but it's low. It's not going to be as far as the other one. Still okay, but now we're getting greedy. Okay, let's see. 60. Let's go. 73, a little down. Just under a full 60 for me, it should be. Nope. I towed it. Towed it. You will see a ton of wedge play from me. Go in. You're going to see a ton of wedge play from me this winter. Wedges, speed, short game, and putting. Always putting too. Just got to get that part back. It's not been quite there. Okay. Soft. Give me a shot. Might not give me a shot. Nope. All right. Gotta get crafty. So right here, we're gonna take a 9-iron. Gotta keep it low. I don't really want to hit the green. Well, I guess I can. That's the only part that would 3-putt is that very back part. So I'm not going there. So I wouldn't hit it anyway. But a 9-iron, because it's got to stay low. So I'm putting it back. I'm going to play it real low. I caught the rough, but, just play it out. See if you can get something up there. Lucky, but, you're going to be getting up and down. You just know that. And that's why that part's important, because you will get in those situations. Fight. There we go. And that's why we need those. We need to get the ball up there. Oh, chop this tee in half. It's actually kind of cool. These are 3D printed from my father-in-law. And made it all last year and finally broke. So, it's actually a nice little medium height tee. Well, we got another one. Luckily, I know who makes them. And he's making more, I know. All right. We're going to send it. We're going to try to send it. Do some short game. I'm going to try to send a draw up there. A push draw, not a pull draw. That was close. And I'll take it. I'm glad my draws have been, they've been those pulls, and it really comes down to, do I complete my backswing or not for the draw? I got to get the club back so I don't hammer over it, which is when I get in trouble. All right, a little 55-yarder. Trying to drive it in, take one bounce, breaks. There we go. That one I like. Playing more of that driver, because it's in the back, so you're trying not to carry it back there. You're trying to have it bounce back there, if you can. 120 down. So I hit my gap way long earlier. I don't know if I'm going to try it. This is my 55. I'm going to see if I can send it. So ball back. I don't think that's there. I didn't flush it. Caught it a groove low. That's there. Don't spin. I hit that like a groove. Like you can actually see it. I don't know if this will show up, but there's actually the ball is on the cover there. Or the cover of the ball is on the club. So when that happens, you just ripped it. So this is where when you're hitting tons of wedges. So if I look at the ball, yeah, there's some parts there's a little piece missing. So, yep, when you hit a lot of wedges, you're going to rip up the golf ball. If you have good wedges. Trying to play a little Little ball in there, and I bladed it. There it is. Short game. It's just the simpler shot. The simpler, the better. Like, the simpler, the worse, I should say. The simpler, the better for, hey, I'm going to hit, just make it spectacularly bad. You know, then we get one that's a little tougher. That's too hard. You know, and I can play like a reasonable shot, you know. But we're working on it. That's frustrating, though. Oh, baby, here we go. But let's end it with a send here. Let's send it. 489, 50, 40 downhill. A little right to left, or left to right, sorry. We're going to send a high draw. No, I missed it. Man, I went for that one. That was like Bryson long drive. Hit a roof, come back. Okay. Okay. We got something here. Man, I went for that one. That was the full-on 303. So we're going to play a little 3-wood here. Try to make sure this one cuts. So it's going to go right straight ahead under the tree, cut towards that bunker on the right. Okay. Not bad. And then just see how far out there we can get it. And then we go from there. All right, another one, we're going to little lower here. Try to drive it. Had the distance, a little right. That's that kind of under. So you can see, I mean, that's kind of a typical round for me right there. Just, gosh, that's frustrating. You make 4 birdies and you just got so many bogeys and bogeys that could have been birdies, and like, it's just like on these really, like you didn't hit a bad shot, but then it's, you know, whatever. We'll have more with it. We're going to have more with it coming up, getting better. Look out, if you're a FlightScope user, look out with them. Got some tips coming directly from FlightScope. So I'm excited to do that. So make sure you check those out. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.